Blood is responsible for many body functions. Example is like carrying oxygen and nourishment to the cells and carrying waste products. Example is like carbon dioxide to the lungs. Blood circulates throughout our vessels. Blood can be divided into two main components. The liquid portion, including plasma, which is 94% of it is water, and the formed element portion, including the red blood cells, white blood cells, and thrombocytes, which in total take up 45% of the portion of the part. The plasma is about 94% of it is water and contain nutrients, electrolytes, albumin, and a lot of these substances are tested for in blood chemistry tests. And because it mostly contains water, so when it makes our blood can care easily to go through our vessels. It keeps the fluid part. That's why it's called the liquid portion. Okay, the red blood cells, its main function of the red blood cells is to carrying oxygen to cells. Our blood cells are produced in the red bone marrow. The oxygen is bound to an iron-containing pigment within the cells called hemoglobin. And the red blood cells need to be replaced all the time because the red blood cell will gradually wear off and die in about 120 days. So this cell must be constantly replaced. The leukocyte is, you can call it the red blood cell. No, the leukocyte, you can call it not the red blood cell, but the white blood cells. The leukocytes are cell from the nucleus when stained in the lab, and it can divide into 5 different kind of leukocytes. 5 types of leukocytes, including monocyte, lymphocyte, neutrophil, eosinophil, and basophil. 5 types are identified by the type and appearance of the nucleus and their staining properties. And finally is the thrombocyte or the platelets. Actually, the thrombocyte is maybe the smallest part of the form element portion. As you know, the blood cell portion will contain 45%, but it helps us to prevent the blood from the wounds to pouring up like the fountain, in the fountain. The thrombocytes. When we get hurt and bleeding, the thrombocytes will come into the wound and help us to seal the wounds. It's not that literally, but it will help into the process of making it, and it's a key element to it. So it is very neat. The thrombocyte. So, and the leukocyte, and I already talked about the last is the thrombocyte, but the leukocyte it have a bigger and better function to the thrombocyte. The leukocyte will help us to prevent the pathogens from others, like the other physical or even chemical substance from outer world into our body. So literally, the leukocyte is a barrier to help us to prevent to get sick and help us to get rid of the pathogens and the virus, including the viruses and some bad stuff from coming up from the outside world.